Hi friends, welcome to your practice today. This is going to have some elements of mobility in it. It's not a mobility flow, but we'll bring some of those kind of elements into this class. We'll also work into your hamstrings some strength and length. If you have blocks at home, they might be handy for some of our pyramid style shapes, but not required. You don't necessarily need them if you don't have them. We are going to start on our backs and bring feet together, knees apart, so you're in this butterfly shape. And then let your arms just land wherever's comfortable. And before you even settle, you might maybe shift into the knees, the hips a couple times. Maybe wiggling the fingers, just any movements that help you land and settle into stillness. We won't be here for too long, but just a few breaths to really settle into your practice, into your body. Starting to land in your breath. Take a slow inhale through the nose. Slow exhale through the nose. Again, slow inhale. Slow exhale. And a few more just like that. Taking these slow and steady breaths in, breathe all the way down into your belly. Feeling that rise and fall that happens in the belly. And that rise of your low ribs, but feeling how they also expand laterally with your breath. And keep your breath soft. Not necessarily needing to take big audible breaths. And allowing this to really pull you into this space, into the space of your practice. Take one more slow and steady breath. And if they aren't already, take your arms down by your side. Push your feet together, so all 10 toes pushing together. Drive your heels, the balls of your feet together, and then drive the knife edge of your foot into the ground. On an exhale, send the hips up, so you're in a bridge, but with this butterfly shape. And with your inhale, lower back down. 2 more times. Exhale, driving up toward your bridge pose, but the knees stay out wide. In breath to lower. One more time, driving the hips up, feeling your glutes, your legs start to fire. And then lower back down, hug your knees into your chest. Any movements you'd like here, maybe you just rock side to side. Maybe it's some circles through the knees or through the hips. And come into stillness. Keep just your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Think length through the left leg, but then let it be relaxed against the floor. You might roll out your right ankle a couple of times. Keeping a hold of your right knee, roll all the way onto the left side of your body. So you're coming toward a twist, but then keep going. Your knee lands toward the ground, and then roll all the way onto your belly. You're probably off your mat at this point. I definitely am. So knee is off to the side, in line with your hip, and then driving your hip into the ground. Make a pillow for your forehead, resting your forehead onto your hands. Or you could bring your chin down, really whatever works here. Driving your right knee into the ground. Internally rotate your hip, so your heel is going to lift up any amount toward the ceiling. And then lower back down. Again, internally rotating into your hip. Lower back down. One more time, internally rotate, and we hold at the top. Keep the breath moving, but you're just holding that internal rotation in the hip. 3, 2, 1, lower back down. Tent your fingertips out wide, in line with your chest. Point your elbows up. With an inhale, Spider-Man Cobra, but you've still got your right knee off to the side. It might feel a little bit funky. With your exhale, dip your left shoulder. Look over toward your right knee. Come back through center on your in-breath. Dip right, look left. Inhale back through center. One more time each way. Dip left, look right. Center. Dip right, look left. Back through center. Lower all the way back down toward your chest. Extend your left arm long overhead. Roll all the way onto your left side and then onto your back. Extend your right leg long. Hug your left knee into your chest as you land. First, just a couple breaths here to find that length across the right leg, right hip. But let the leg be relaxed and heavy so you're not holding it up. Maybe a couple of rolls through the left ankle, letting any pops and cracks happen if they do. Now rolling all the way onto the right hip, coming toward a supine twist, but then keep going all the way onto your belly. Your left leg extends long. And again, you're off of your mat most likely at this point. Bringing your chest down, make a pillow for your forehead with your hands. Your knee and hip are in line, ankle and knee in line-ish. Internally rotate your left hip so your heel lifts any amount. Lower back down. Again, internally rotate. And lower. One more time, and again on this last one, we're gonna hold up. Keep breathing here. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way back down. Tent up onto your fingertips, bringing the hands out wide, elbows up toward the ceiling. Driving up to your Spider-Man Cobra, but the left leg still off to the side. With your exhale, dip your right shoulder, look left. So you're looking toward the left knee. Back up through center. Think of really squeezing the shoulder blades together on the back body. Dip left, look right. We go one more time each way. Last time, last side. Lifting back through center and then lowering all the way to your chest. Extend your right arm up overhead. So roll all the way onto your back. Extend left arm overhead. Extend left leg long to meet the right. Nice full body stretch. Take an inhale. On your exhale, hug your knees into your chest and start to rock and roll up and down the length of your spine. So you might catch behind the thighs, around the shins. Possible you even extend the fingertips forward. A little bit more engagement in the abs this way. Take 2 more. At the top of your second one, we will land in a seat, pulling ankles toward one another, rooting down onto your hips. Of course, you can always prop up onto a block or a pillow here if needed. Take your hands down towards your knees or your thighs. Start to roll circles through the spine, going in one direction. Moving the spine in all different ways in this kind of circular motion, these barrel rolls. And then switch the direction. Taking one more full breath through this. Coming back into your seat. With an inhale, pull into the knees, pull the chest through, lift your gaze. On your exhale, push down into the knees, round through your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale again, pull the chest through. So these cat and cow-like movements, but in this seated position. One more time, pull the chest through. Driving hands toward your knees, round through your back. Finding our way to a tabletop, you can either roll over the shins, uncrossing the feet, or however you want to get there. Knees under hips. Wrist under shoulders. Extend your right heel straight up toward the ceiling. So your right knee is bent. Watch that you didn't open up your hip here. Try to keep the hips fairly level. Start to make a circular motion at your right hip. So your knee drives off to the side. Start to scoop your right heel forward. Land your foot so it's in line with your left knee, but your toes will be facing off toward the right side. Funky little setup. If you've been doing any of the mobility flows, this should feel a little bit familiar. As you land, rock your hips back, but you're keeping your feet, your knee as it is, and then shift forward. Now we reverse that. So you pick the foot up, circular motion at your right hip joint, all the way up, heel to ceiling. Again, moving at your hip. Start to scoop the heel forward. Land your foot flat, toes off to the side, rock the hips back. Shoulders stack on top of wrists. Reverse that, heel all the way back up toward the ceiling. One more time, moving at the hip, and then scoop the heel through. Land your foot, rock your hips back. Shifting forward, keep the left hand planted. Reach the right arm all the way up toward the ceiling. Take an inhale. Keep driving your right knee out. With your exhale, thread underneath the left armpit. Inhale again, peeling your chest, your arm open. Exhale to thread underneath the left armpit. One more time, inhale, twist up and open. Exhale, thread. Set your right hand back down. Reversing that circle at the right hip. Pull your right knee all the way down to meet the left. And then just shift the hips side to side a couple times. Resetting back into your neutral spine. Extend your left heel up toward the ceiling. Again, watching that you didn't open up in your hip or arch your back too much. Now start to find that motion at your left hip. Scoop the left heel through. Land your foot so it's in line with the right knee. Toes off to the side. Rock the hips back. Shoulders stack on top of wrist. Reverse that, really moving at the left hip joint. And then again, start to scoop your heel forward as you find that circular motion at the left hip. Land your foot, rock your hips back. One more time through that, reversing our circle, heel up toward the ceiling. Last time, land your foot, so it's in line with the right knee, toes off to the side, rock the hips back. Shoulders stack on top of wrist, keep the right hand rooted. Twist your left fingertips up and open. Keep driving the knee off to the side. With your exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. Inhale, twist open. Exhale to thread. One more time. Set your left hand back down. Rewinding that circle at the left hip. Pull your left knee to meet your right. And again, just kind of wiggle into the hips a couple times. Keep your knees and your hips stacked. Puppy pose in your upper body. Start to walk the hands forward. You could either bring your forehead down to the mat here, or if you're feeling a little bit more open in your spine at the moment, you could drop chest and chin all the way down. Letting your chest ascend. Keeping your shoulders pretty active here. Take another breath. Start to slowly walk the hands back in, pressing into the palms. Tuck onto your toes, down dog, send the hips up and back. As you land in your down dog, exploring any movements that speak to you. Just a chance to wiggle around. If you have disconnected with your breath, this might be a nice time to just reconnect into your breathing. We'll take one more round. Coming into stillness. Take a breath in, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Traveling forward, but we're gonna land our feet outside of our hands. So you might take one step and then another. Maybe you float forward, but the feet land wide. Pull yourself into a malasana squat, lifting your chest up, take an inhale. With your exhale, fold and then let that start to ripple you all the way up to standing, so vertebra by vertebra. Take a breath in, sweep the arms up overhead. With your exhale, hinge from your hips, fold back down. Inhale into your malasana squat. Drop the hips, pull the chest through. With your exhale, plant your palms, step or float into your plank. Taking your first vinyasa however you'd like to. Maybe pausing in your up dog or your cobra, whatever shape you've taken. Let's meet in down dog. Take a breath in, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Again, our feet will travel outside of our hands. It might be one big step, then a little step. Maybe you're ready for your float as you land. Pull your chest through. Exhale to fold. Start to ripple all the way up to standing with that out breath, and then take an inhale to sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold back down. Malasana with your breath in. Drop the hips, pull the chest through, shoulders back. Plant your palms, step or float, vinyasa, however you'd like to take it. Down dog is where we meet. Let's take one more round. Take a breath in, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Traveling your feet outside of your hands. Malasana with your in-breath, pull the chest through. Fold with the out-breath, start to roll all the way up to standing. Inhale to sweep the arms high. Hinge from your hips, fold back down. Malasana on the inhale, pull the chest through. Plant your palms, step or float, vinyasa, however you want to take it. Muting back in, down dog. Take a slow and steady breath in. Slow and steady breath out. One more inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet. With your exhale, we land in a tabletop position, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Extend your right heel up toward the ceiling. Just one time, that same circle at the right hip joint, and scoop your right foot all the way through, landing in line with the left knee. A little bit different this time. Come all the way up, shoulders stack on top of your hips. You're still driving that right knee off to the side. Pull your palms so that they're just right in front of your chest. Take an inhale. With your exhale, twist your upper body to the right. Hinge your hips back, landing your left elbow all the way down to the ground. Out in front of you, so you've got space between elbow to thigh. Reaching right arm all the way up. On your inhale, come all the way back up, shoulders stacked on top of hips. Again, with your exhale, you're rotating your chest toward the right. If the elbow feels like too much, you can land to the left hand, otherwise all the way down to that forearm. Inhale, shoulders on top of hips. One more time, hinging into your hips, dropping either to the left hand or the left elbow. All the way back up, shoulders on top of hips. Start to squeeze your inner thighs toward one another. Step your right foot to the top of your mat. Sweep the fingertips up into your Anjaneyasana. Take an inhale. With your exhale, half split, but airplane your arms behind you. Digging into your right heel, reaching your chest towards your toes. Take your right hand towards your left heel, twisting your chest to the right. Lift the left fingertips up. If your heel does not feel accessible, you can bring your hand to your low back so you're not in as deep of an extension in your spine. Take a breath in. Stay with your chest twisted toward the right, revolved half split. Land the left hand, twist the right arm up. And this might be where it's nice to have a block underneath the left hand. Otherwise, just reaching left hand down toward the ground, right arm up and back behind you. Take another full breath. Keep tracking your right hip back. Already quite a bit of sensation into that right hamstring. With your inhale, bend your right knee. Tuck onto your left toes, warrior two. Pivot your left toes, your left hip open. Take a moment to land in your warrior two. Pull your left chest and shoulders slightly back, so shoulders and hips are stacked. Take another inhale. Triangle pose, straighten your front leg. Reaching either toward your shin, a block, the floor, whatever works. Gaze up toward your left hand, or you could look down at your foot. You could even take your gaze straight out in front of you, really whatever feels good in your neck here. Think of kind of pulling that right hip back, lifting your left hip up. Take another full breath. Reverse warrior, bend your right knee. Reach the right arm all the way up and back. Cartwheel the palms down, step into your plank, vinyasa or skip it. We meet in down dog. Take an inhale to lift up onto the balls of your feet. Tabletop position with your exhale. Lift your left heel up toward the ceiling. Circular motion at the left hip. Scoop your left foot through, landing in line with the right knee, toes off to the side. Stacking, shoulders on top of hips, palms just right in front of your chest. Take an inhale. With your exhale, you're rotating toward the left. Hinge your hips back, landing, right forearm, right elbow down, left fingertips up. Again, you can come to the hand if this feels a little too intense today. And then on your inhale, come all the way back up, shoulders on top of hips. A little bit quicker for these next two. Exhale, rotating toward the left, dropping down to the palm or the elbow. Inhale to restack, shoulders and hips. One more time, twisting and then rotating from your spine. Push your hips back. Inhale, stacking shoulders on top of hips. Start to squeeze the inner thighs toward one another. Step your left foot to the top of your mat, fingertips up toward the ceiling, Anjaneyasana. Take another inhale. Half split, airplane your arms behind you. Keep reaching your chest toward your toes, so a lot of length into your spine. Now we start to lift the shoulders, stacked on top of the hips. As you twist from your spine, left hand toward the right heel or even toward your low back. Sweep in the right arm all the way up. Take a breath in. Stay twisted to the left. Land the right hand inside of the left foot. Revolved half split. Keep tracking left hip back. Again, you can have the hand to a prop here if needed. Tuck onto your right toes. Bend your left knee to shift forward, and then warrior two. Pivot your right toes, your right hip open. Arms out to your T. Take a moment to settle into your warrior two shape. Drive through both feet really evenly here, so your legs are super, super active. Take an inhale. Triangle, reaching toward the shin, toward a block, toward the ground, straightening through the left leg. Right arm comes all the way up. Keep pulling your left hip back. The right hip lifts up high. So you've got length into your side body, but you're really active as well. You're not just dumping into your spine or into your shoulders. Everything is purposeful. Take another full breath. Reverse warrior, bend into your left knee. Sweep the left arm all the way up and back. Cartwheel the palms down. Step into your plank, vinyasa, or skip it. We meet in down dog. With your inhale, sweep your right leg up toward the ceiling. Bend your knee, open up your hips. You're stacking right on top of left. And then start to take some circles at the right hip joint. Moving in one direction. And then the other. Opening and stacking right hip on top of left. You can hang here for another couple breaths, or a wild thing. Shift your left shoulder on top of your left wrist. Land the ball of the right foot off the left edge of your mat. Left leg is straight, right knee is bent. Lift your hips, your chest up. Take an inhale. Land the right palm, pull the right knee to your nose, round through your spine. Step the right foot all the way through. Soften your left knee down. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. Kind of same but different here. Now we're gonna keep our right knee where it is. So you've got this more closed hip position. Take an inhale. With your exhale, rotate toward the right. Possible you land to the left forearm. You're in this kind of funky lizard shape. Inhale, come all the way back up to your Anjaneyasana. 2 more times. And again, if it's too much to drop down to the elbow and you don't have a prop, you can plant onto the left hand. We've got 1 more. Exhale, rotating, dropping to whatever feels comfortable. Back into your Anjaneyasana on an inhale. Half split, straightening your front leg, reaching your fingertips all the way back behind you. Tuck onto your left toes. Come to a crescent pose with your inhale, lifting your back knee. Airplane pyramid, straighten your front leg, sweep the fingertips back behind you. So kind of same but different. Start to lift your shoulders on top of your hips. Legs stay as they are. Right hand reaches toward the left thigh. Left arm comes up. So not quite reaching toward the heel this time. A little bit more upright. Take an inhale. Staying twisted. Left hand lands inside of the right foot. Revolved pyramid. And you're in this kind of extended stance here. Feet are still really long. Keep tracking your right hip back. Again, you can always have a prop. If you need to bend the right knee, do what feels good in your body. Honor what you need. Take another full breath. Warrior two, bend your right knee, pivot your left toes, your left hip open, arms out into a T. Triangle pose, straighten your front leg, reaching, shin, block, floor. You can hang out in your triangle or half moon. Take your gaze to your right foot, bend your right knee to shift the weight forward. Right hand either to a prop, to the mat, or maybe you hover the right fingertips. Think of kind of hugging your ribs in. Spiral your inner thighs in toward each other. Finding this balance. Stability on the right leg, the right hip. One more breath. Landing in a star pose. Turn your feet parallel, sweep the fingertips all the way up toward the ceiling, and then take them out wide. So you're in more of this T arm with our star pose. So fingertips in line with your shoulders. Take a breath in. With your exhale, bring your left hand to touch your right toes in this kind of cross reach revolved fold thing. Come back into your star, but your arms are out long rather than overhead. Now with your exhale, right hand to left toes. Back through your star, arms off to your T. One more time each way. Reach and tap left to right. Back through star. Right to left, stay twisted to the back of your mat. Revolve, lunge at the back of your mat. Turn all 10 toes to the back edge. Land the right hand, left arm up toward the ceiling. Take an inhale. With your exhale, step your right foot behind your left at the back edge of your mat. Push into your big toe, pinky toe, heel. Soft bend in the knees. Come all the way to a high mountain in this kind of reverse swan dive. Sweeping your fingertips all the way up and over. Take all of your weight to your right foot. Pull your left knee up into your chest. Now you can either take your left hand to your knee to open it off to the side, or maybe without the assistance of your hand, really active in your left hip, pull the left knee off to the side. Watch that you're still really stacked so you didn't start to dive or dump rather into your right hip. Take one more breath. Pull your knee back through center, hook left foot over the right, fold all the way back down. And lift up halfway. Unravel your feet by rolling over your right shoulder. So now you're in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Walk all the way out into a plank, vinyasa, or you can just press to down dog from your plank. Meeting in our down dog, it's an inhale to sweep your left leg high. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Start to take those circles at the left hip. So your right hip stays really stable, shoulders really stable. Switch directions. Meeting back in that open hip shape, left on top of right. Again, you can hang out right here, or wild thing, right shoulder stacks on top of wrist. Left toes off the right edge of your mat. Squeeze your glutes, push your hips, your chest up toward the ceiling. Take an inhale. Left hand lands, pull your left knee to your nose, round through your back to step the left foot all the way through. Soften your right knee down to the mat as you sweep your fingertips all the way up and overhead. With your exhale, we twist to the left, landing either to the right hand, or possibly you come all the way down to the forearm and elbow. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, squeeze your inner thighs, rotate from your ribs. Inhale again, squeeze the inner thighs, hug the ribs in, so really active in your adductors and your abs. One more time, rotate to the left. Back through your Anjaneyasana, squeeze the inner thighs, hug the ribs in. Half split this time with your exhale, rock the hips back, reaching the fingertips to the back of your mat. Tuck onto the right toes if you're not already, crescent pose. Lift your right knee from the mat as you bend into your left knee. Airplane pyramid, straighten your front leg. Sweep the fingertips all the way to the back wall. Start to lift shoulders on top of hips. Left hand finds the right thigh. Sweeping, right arm up and back. So you're in this exalted crescent shape, but with the left knee straightened. So more of a like crescent pyramid. Take an inhale. Stay twisted to the left, landing the right hand down. Possible to a prop or all the way to the mat. I sometimes like to just tent up onto my fingertips here. Pull your left hip back, of course. If you need to bend the left knee, please feel free. Take one more breath. Warrior two, re-bending left knee. If it's not already, pivot your right toes, your right hip open, arms off to your T. Triangle pose, straighten your front leg, tip your upper body forward. You can hang in triangle or gaze toward your left toes. Bend your left knee to shift your weight forward. As you straighten the left leg, the right leg leaves the ground. Again, any variation you'd like here, hand can hover. It could be on a prop, on the mat. Really finding that stability in your left leg. Think of kind of navigating that balance. Your foot will kind of teeter-totter here, but you're driving into your heel and into the ball of your foot. Take one more breath. Meeting in our star pose, but take your arms off to a T shape rather than up and overhead. With your exhale, bring your right hand to tap your left toe, so looking toward the top of your mat first. Back into your star, arms off to a T. Reaching left to right. Back through star. Right to left. Back through star. One more time to the back and then stay twisted to the back. To our revolve lunge, turn all 10 toes to the back edge of your mat. Bend your right knee, left hand inside of the right foot. Take an inhale. With your exhale, cross your left foot behind your right at the back of your mat. Push in a big toe, pinky toe, heel. Little reverse swan dive all the way up to your high mountain. Now shift all of your weight into your left foot. Pull your right knee up to your chest. With or without the assistance of your hand, drive your right knee open. And again, watch that you didn't dump into your left hip or shift it off to the side. Keeping everything stacked nice and tall. Might feel quite a bit of sensation into the right hip right now. Take one more breath. Pull your knee back toward your chest, hooking right foot over the left, fold back down. Lift up halfway. Unwinding your feet by rolling over the left shoulder. In your forward fold at the back of your mat and then walk your hands out to your plank. You can take a vinyasa or head straight to down dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. You can hang here or option to drop down to your left forearm. So you're in this kind of single leg dog dolphin situation going on here. And this might feel like enough for you as well. If you want to take it to a forearm wild thing, your shoulder and elbow stack on top of one another. Coming onto the pinky toe edge of the left leg, right foot lands off the edge of your mat. So similar shape, but with the left elbow down. Take an inhale. Right hand finds the ground. If you're on your left elbow, push back into the left hand. Pull your right knee to your nose. Step all the way through. Keep your left knee lifted this time. Come up into a crescent lunge. With your exhale, back knee stays lifted. Twist to the right, either dropping to your left hand or all the way to your forearm in this kind of funky lizard. Inhale, back up to your crescent. Take this as slow as you need to. It's getting a little bit more intense. Left elbow down. Keep pulling your right hip back. Inhale, crescent. One more time, rotating to the right. Drop down to the left forearm or hand. Inhale, back to crescent. Whoo, airplane pyramid. Straighten your front leg, reach the fingertips to the back edge of your mat. Start to stack shoulders on top of your hips. Right hand to left thigh, left fingertips up. Revolved pyramid, left hand lands inside of the right foot, right arm comes up. You can hang right here, or for a revolved half moon, bend your right knee, shift your weight forward. You'll probably crawl those left fingertips forward and then kick off of the left toes. So you're twisted toward the right. Keep pulling right hip back. Really active through the left leg, like reach your left leg behind you. Take one more breath. Landing onto the ball of the left foot, star pose. Arms out to your T shape. With your exhale, left hand to right foot. Back through star. Right to left. Keep going to the back of your mat. Revolved lunge. Reaching left arm up. With your exhale, right foot crosses behind the left. All the way to your high mountain. You can roll up to standing if that would feel better. Or take your reverse swan dive. Ooh, I almost tipped over there. Take all of your weight into your right foot. Pull your left knee up to your chest. With or without the guidance of your hand, open your left knee. Tree pose. If you'd like, you can use your hand to kind of guide your foot where you want it to go. That could be up in your inner thigh, maybe closer to your calf. You could even tap your left toes to the ground, whatever you need for balance here. Think of squeezing your inner thighs in Push your left foot to your right thigh. Push your right thigh to your left foot. If you really want to challenge your balance, you could try closing your eyes. That might be extra fun. Take one more breath. Unhooking your foot, pull your left knee up towards your chest. Left foot hooks on top of the right, fold. Lift up halfway. Rolling over the right shoulder, unwinding the feet. Walk out to your plank pose. Vinyasa, or just head to down dog. Meeting in down dog, inhale to sweep your left leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. You can hang here or drop down to your left forearm, your left elbow, your right forearm, right elbow. And this might feel like enough if you want to play with that forearm wild thing. Pivoting onto the pinky toe edge of the right foot, left foot lands off the right edge of your mat. This is a little bit more demanding on your shoulder, so please skip it if it does not feel good in your body. Land your left hand, push into the right palm, pull your left knee into your nose, step the left foot all the way through. High crescent with your in-breath. Keep your right knee lifted with your exhale, twist to the left. Possible you come all the way down to your forearm. Inhale, back up through center. Again, exhale, rotating to the left. It gets a little bit more intense. Back up through center. One more time, dropping down to that funky lizard shape. Meeting in crescent pose. Airplane pyramid, straighten your front leg, fingertips all the way to the back edge of your mat. Left hand to your right thigh, right arm up in this exalted shape with the left leg straight. Revolved pyramid, right hand down, left fingertips up toward the ceiling. Again, you can hang here, or for your revolved half moon, bend your left knee, curl the right fingertips forward to then kick off of the right leg. Keep pulling, left hip back, chest opens to the left. One more breath. Landing onto your right toes, star pose, turn the feet parallel, fingertips off to your teeth. One time each way, right to left first, looking to the top of your mat. Back through star. Left to right. Keep turning to the back edge of your mat. All 10 toes. Bend the right knee, land the left hand. Step your left foot behind your right. Forward fold at the back with the crossed legs. All the way up to standing, either through your reverse swan dive or rolling up to standing. All of your weight to your left foot, pull your right knee to your chest. With or without the guidance of the hand, open your right knee. Again, you could take any variation here. I'm actually not sure I said that on the first side. Or coming into our tree, pull your right foot into wherever feels comfortable along the left leg, or you could even have right toes supported on the floor. But we're opening up the right hip. Squeeze everything in and up. Feeling that strength all the way from the ground to your head. I want you to imagine that you are an inch taller than you actually are. If you want that little added challenge of closing the eyes, feel free. Know that side to side might feel wildly different. One more breath. Pull your right knee back in line with your chest. Right foot hooks over the left, folding all the way down. Lift halfway. Look over your left shoulder, unwinding the feet. Walk out to your plank. Vinyasa, or skip it. Down dog is where we meet. Take a breath into your down dog. With your exhale, drop down to your knees. Keep all 10 toes tucked. Sit your hips all the way back to your heels. A slight tuck of your tailbone, hug the ribs in. Lift up away from your heels. So now you've got this nice stacked spine. Glutes are already active. Make fists, and then bring your knuckles to your sacrum. So that bone across your back here. Squeeze your shoulder blades, elbows together. Activate your glutes. Push the hips forward. This might be as deep of a camel as you would like to find. Otherwise, you can reach your hands down towards your heels if you really want to find a deeper extension in the spine, you can untuck your toes, laying your feet flat on the shoelace side. Keep squeezing the glutes. You want to think of driving the hips forward rather than sitting back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more breath. Coming all the way back up to your stacked spine first. Untuck your toes if they're not already. Sit onto the shins. Close your eyes for a moment. Just let the hands rest wherever's comfortable. You could take a child's pose here as well if that would feel a little bit more supportive. And you slow and steady breaths. Back bends are pretty energizing, so that heart rate might have picked up. I feel even that kind of fluttery feeling pumping through your body, through your veins. One more breath. Shifting forward all the way onto our bellies. And as you land on your belly, pull your right knee up in line with your hip. So a shape we've already been in. Knee, hip, ankle, and knee in line. Extend your arms long out in front of you and then push into the fingertips to lift the chest up. Take your right arm and thread it underneath your left arm. You can rest your head down to the mat, or if you have a prop nearby, a blanket, a pillow, even like a sweatshirt you want to prop your head up onto, please feel free. Think of still driving your right knee and right hip down. If you want to play with even straightening through the right knee, leg all the way off to the side so it's in this kind of L shape with your legs. One more breath. Unwinding upper body, extending right arm long. Re-bend your knee if you've straightened your leg. Now thread left arm underneath the right, roll all the way onto the left hip so you're in a twist. Reaching your shoulders down. You could either keep the left leg long or you could bend your left knee and stack it underneath the right knee here. Whatever feels best to you. A couple breaths into this twist, maybe using each exhale as an invitation to find a little bit more softness. One more breath. If you bent your left knee, extend left leg long. Keeping your right knee bent, roll all the way back onto your belly, onto your chest, and then extend right leg long. We'll swap it out. Left knee up in line with your hip, finding that L shape. Push into the fingertips to lift the chest up. Threading left arm underneath the right. Resting your head, your shoulder onto whatever feels comfortable. If that's not the mat, you could find a prop here. One more breath. Extending left arm long to meet the right. Now thread your right arm underneath the left. Roll all the way onto the right side, coming into your twist. You could keep the right leg long. You could bend the right knee, stacking knees, hips, ankles. And again, maybe each exhale is an invitation to find a little bit more softness. Notice if you are clenching into your glutes, tightening into your low back. Where could you find a little bit more release in the body? One more breath. meet on our backs. So just roll onto your back from where you're at. You're probably off your mat at this point, so you can just shimmy back into place. Going right into our Shavasana, but of course, if there's any other shapes you want to find, if you want to come back into that butterfly shape, maybe a happy baby would feel good, some windshield wipers. As always, I encourage you to find any last movements that your body is craving. Take as much time as you need. You can always pause the video and return to it when you're ready for your Shavasana. And don't let me rush you here, but when you do land in that final pose of class, letting your breath return to its natural, normal rhythm if it hasn't already. Allowing your body to find rest, allowing your mind to find some rest. This chance to integrate. Knowing that this too is the yoga practice, not just the asana. Spend as much time here as you can or as you need. And thank you so much for joining me on the mat. I will see you in the next one.